food value chains for West Africa's sustainable development is known as a chapter that identifies policy options to strengthen sustainable investments in West Africa's agri-food sector. The sector is chosen due to its large contribution to employment and economic growth in West Africa. The chapter discusses on how investments flow in and out of the region and how they are distributed across sectors and countries: Benin, Burkina Faso, Cabo Verde, Cote d'Ivoire, Gambia, Ghana, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Liberia, Mali, Niger, Nigeria, Senegal, Sierra Leone and Togo, among others, they said.
Both regions, North Africa, sub-regions, and West Africa, it's a major challenge. It's of course SDG 2 and it has been on agenda for a long time. But what we have seen with COVID-19 shock, that there are additional 25 million people that have become undernourished between 2019 and 2022, according to FAO statistics. 5 million in North Africa and about 20 million in West Africa. So this is a huge setback to the progress. And of course, without ensuring food security, we will not be reaching the other SDGs. I mean, we cannot have productive people who are undernourished. This is impacting health, everything else. So it is a key challenge. And we also need to, and this was highlighted in the meeting, we need to go beyond food security and be concerned more broadly about nutrition security, that people are not only consuming adequate calories, but also adequately nutritious food in sustainable way. In North Africa, report on fertilizers and their role in food security, not only in North Africa or in Morocco, where a majority of the some fertilizers is produced, but actually impact across the continent, because this has important impact on food security, but also the health aspect is there and the sustainability. So it's a complex issue, but critical for Africa. Security, we will not have any other aspect. This was mentioned. We will not have industrialization, we will not have food security, and of course Africa is very well positioned to actually tap into the trend of transition towards renewable energy. But given that Africa contributed the least to the climate change and is one of the most affected regions, kind of corresponding issue is also issue of just energy transition. It's not cheap to to build new infrastructure or adequate storage capacities. So how will Africa pay for it? So it's a great place to invest, but also there needs to be support from international community with access to adequate and affordable funding. Because climate change actually has externalities and impact on everyone. And this is a fact that certainly when developed countries were developing, there was no requirement or pressure to develop in a sustainable way, and actually that is a major pollution. But today we are in a different world, and at the end, so actually the purpose of this meeting is to keep it very high on policy agenda and address it in a sustainable way, and also focus on the supply side, which means either sustainable agricultural production, as we emphasized during the meeting, and also inter-regional trade, including AFCFTA. So not only temporary demand-side solutions, but especially how to basically turn Africa into food sufficiency sovereignty, and build on each other complementarities, because they are different and they have different strengths and also different needs. As was said actually by the chair at the end of the meeting, we will now compile the best practices from both sub-regions. I mean, West Africa can share, for example, grain reserves, regional approaches. North Africa also has practices to share that are very good, and then using digital technology, etc. And then we will look forward what can be implementable, and we are also planning some joint actions and joint programs, not only meetings going forward. I think actually it was the political instability, not necessarily in our sub-regions, but of course that also contributes, but the Russia-Ukraine crisis was one of the triggers that actually led to increase in prices. So looking at security situation will be also very important, holistic approach, and this is actually one area that we are considering looking forward, looking at peace, stability, development, and of course food security is very important component. But I think my colleague Gone has some thoughts on this.
I think that question is very critical, because if you take West Africa right now, we have 2.1 million of internal displaced people. Those are agri have people who are very key actors of agricultural productivity in the region. They have also key actors addressing food security. Unfortunately, because of insecurity, they left completely their home, their farm, and so on. Today, to go to the political angle, meaning the political economy, which is to really have this, what we call the nexus between peace, humanitarian, and development. How do we make sure that the insight into the study, understanding conflict costs on agriculture, cost conflict on development and structural transformation is actually addressed and inform policy making and will inform also the political landscape. The other thing is to make sure that those who left their home, really the agricultures and farmers and so on, are empowered enough and supporting them with better security to go back to them. It does have costs, it has financial costs. Building this kind of partnership and bringing others, private sector, the financial actors, and so on and so forth. It's a bit complicated, but we navigated the complexity in the very. And this is what we call diaspora fund. We would like really to make sure that that fund it can help to address the issue of investing in agriculture, for example, but more broadly, investing in structural transformation. When you tell structural transformation, you're working toward adding value to whatever we are. And you know that in West Africa, not in North Africa, but really in West Africa, we are under with really resources. So that resource endowment should help us to break what we call the paradox of the country. So the diaspora is they are part and parcel of the solution.
From the two directors from sub-regional office from North Africa and West Africa, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to the government of Ghana for the good preparation of this meeting, for all the best attention that we have been put through our coming in this beautiful country. We also have decided, according to the rotation principle, that the next meeting is going to be held in the country of North Africa. We're going to give you the details as soon as the consultation are going to be done. So this is what we want to say. Thank you, Ghana.
Thank you for watching Nation One TV. Kindly subscribe for more news updates.